as we try to tell our own story to the world, our voices will be louder when put together. And the collection of voices we have in the partnership of the Africa Collective is a unique and winning one. We bring all these voices together so that they become authentic and also provides us an opportunity to also learn, because it's not only just about talking about ourselves, we also take the opportunity to also hear what others say, because that is perhaps the most interesting thing of somebody who wants to learn from a conversation.
We agreed from the very beginning that on the basis of this observation, and the observation is that Africa has to have a continued voice in Davos and be able to project our own image of ourselves and project the reality of Africa, rather than others advancing a narrative about the African continent. And so it's very, very important that we continue to be the voice, and Africa Collective is exactly that platform that enables us to be the voice for ourselves. As African countries, we have agreed that we shall open markets for investment in Africa's digital economy. We shall ensure that there's a regulatory framework for Africa's digital economy, particularly regulatory framework that will accommodate young entrepreneurs who will be able to benefit from this large digital economy.
Well, we are in Davos. I attend almost every year for two reasons. One is to know the trends, to listen to global leaders, to see what's happening around the world from different perspectives. And that's really the strength of Davos. And the second is for us to tell our stories, the narrative of Africa from Africans, and to show everyone and to make sure that what is being said and debated and discussed for and about Africa is from an African perspective.
I think we have a very prosperous and young population in Africa, and finding ways to provide an environment where those people can live a healthy and long life and a productive life is a great opportunity. And while we have made significant strides in improving health outcomes, there's still some room for us to work further to improve. And if we look at the investments into healthcare, not just as a cost burden, but as an investment in prosperity, then I believe that we can help Africa reach an even healthier and more productive stage.
The biggest opportunities lie across actually vast different sectors, across infrastructure, and it's been quite topical actually during Davos. The ability for all key stakeholders to unlock the opportunity, because it's such a key enabler for economic growth, sustainable growth across the continent, and so that's definitely one. We think the drive for energy transition will remain a big driver for growth across the continent, and that is both about generating energy but also finding the critical minerals which are going to be critical in the transition from fossil fuel to cleaner energy.
One of the biggest opportunities in the short term is the opportunity presented by unlocking the free trade Continental agreement. Financial services almost comes on the back of it. So as a services industry, we can either enable business growth by providing credit to help people with funding to start businesses up, and obviously the SME and informal sector economy in Africa is really a critical part of how we drive growth going forward. So finding the keys that unlock an ecosystem that allows those kind of businesses to be funded.
Tech and innovation are going to be critical to the future of the continent. Recently, we've been seeing a host of different kinds of innovations that are leveraging AI to bring efficiency and expand access, whether it be in education or financial services. And so I think the next few years are going to be really critical in terms of the qualities of the kinds of innovations that we'll see.
Every day, 300 million metric tons of food is moved around Africa. 300 million metric tons. That's a lot of food. That's a lot of money. So if you're not looking to make money, you can't tell me that Africa is not a market. Africa is one of the first, in fact, is the fastest urbanizing continent. These people need food and they don't grow food in their backyard. So the business opportunities are there.
From the energy sort of sustainability side of Africa, there's a huge opportunity. But for the mobility side of Africa, there's also a huge opportunity. Africa is getting very, very urbanized. A lot of time is wasted in traveling and moving goods and people within these cities. And it's urgent before they suffocate that solutions are brought in and investment are made in public transport, but also in logistics to support the economy and stop the waste of economic time in travel.